Summer is here, and everything you need for adventure is waiting at shockshop.us. Gear up with camping essentials, stylish bathing suits for fun in the sun, reliable generators for every outdoor trip, kayaks, dinghies, and water toys for non-stop excitement. From backyard fun to lakeside escapes, shackshop.us has it all. Shop the summer sale now and save big at shackshop.us.
Jamie Lee Curtis mourns the loss of sister Kelly Lee Curtis at 69, a family legacy. Remembered. The entertainment world is mourning the loss of Kelly Lee Curtis, actress and eldest daughter of Hollywood legends Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh. News of her passing was shared by her younger sister, Academy Award-winning actress Jamie Lee Curtis, who posted a heartfelt tribute celebrating Kelly's life, personality, and lasting impact on those who knew her. Kelly Lee Curtis passed away peacefully at her California home at the age of 69. While no cause of death has been publicly disclosed, the announcement sparked an outpouring of condolences from fans and admirers of the Curtis family, one of Hollywood's most recognizable acting dynasties. For Jamie Lee Curtis, the loss is deeply personal. In her emotional message, she described Kelly not simply as a sibling, but as her first friend and lifelong confidant. The tribute painted a portrait of a woman who lived passionately, valued family above all else, and embraced life with curiosity, generosity, and independence. A sisterly bond that lasted a lifetime. Growing up in a famous family can be both a blessing and a challenge. For Kelly and Jamie Lee Curtis, their childhood unfolded under the spotlight of Hollywood royalty. Their father, Tony Curtis, became one of the biggest movie stars of the 1950s and 1960s, appearing in classics such as Some Like It Hot, Spartacus, and The Defiant Ones. Their mother, Janet Leigh, achieved cinematic immortality through her iconic role in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Yet beyond the fame and red carpets, Kelly and Jamie shared the experiences of sisterhood. They navigated family changes, public attention, and the pressures of living in the shadow of celebrity together. Jamie Lee Curtis's tribute emphasized how central Kelly was throughout her life. Rather than focusing solely on accomplishments, Jamie highlighted personal qualities: kindness, intelligence, humor, and authenticity. The message resonated with fans because it revealed a side of celebrity families that often remains hidden. Behind the public image were two sisters who shared memories, traditions, and countless conversations spanning decades. Remembering Kelly Lee Curtis. According to family members and friends, Kelly Lee Curtis was known for her vibrant personality and eclectic interests. Jamie described her sister as someone who loved nature, travel, music, family gatherings, and discovering treasures through thrift shopping. She was also known for her fierce opinions and endless curiosity about the world around her. One of the most touching details from Jamie's remembrance involved Kelly's holiday baking traditions. Family members affectionately called her Auntie Cookie because of the powdered almond crescent cookies she made during Christmas celebrations. These small details transformed Kelly from a public figure into a relatable person whose passions and traditions helped define family life. Friends often recall that Kelly possessed a unique sense of style and an independent spirit. While she came from one of Hollywood's most famous families, she forged her own identity rather than relying solely on her family's reputation. Born into Hollywood royalty, Kelly Lee Curtis entered the world in Santa Monica, California, during an era when her parents were among the most celebrated stars in the film industry. As the eldest child of Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh, she was introduced to the entertainment business from an early age. Hollywood was not merely an industry for the Curtis family. It was part of daily life. Movie premieres, studio lots, award ceremonies, and film sets became familiar surroundings. Yet growing up amid fame also came with unique pressures. The Curtis children witnessed firsthand both the glamour and challenges associated with celebrity. Their parents' careers brought prestige and opportunity, but also public scrutiny and personal sacrifices. Kelly's upbringing gave her a front-row seat to one of the most fascinating periods in Hollywood history. Following the family tradition, like many children raised in entertainment families, Kelly eventually pursued acting herself. Her first screen appearance reportedly came as a child in the 1958 adventure film The Vikings, which featured both of her parents. Though the role was uncredited, it marked the beginning of a lifelong connection to the film and television industry. Over time, Kelly developed a respectable career, characterized by steady work, rather than blockbuster fame. She appeared in numerous television productions throughout the 1980s and 1990s, building a resume that reflected versatility and professionalism. Industry colleagues often praised her reliability and commitment to her craft. Unlike some celebrity children who actively sought the spotlight, Kelly maintained a lower profile, focusing on work rather than publicity. Television career highlights. Kelly Lee Curtis accumulated an impressive list of television credits throughout her acting career. She appeared in several popular series that defined television during the late 20th century. Among the programs that featured her talents were crime dramas, action series, and science fiction productions that attracted devoted audiences. Her credits included appearances on The Equalizer, Hunter, Silk Stalkings, and Star Trek: Deep Space Nine. Each role allowed her to demonstrate different aspects of her acting abilities. While she may not have achieved the same level of fame as some family members, Kelly earned respect among colleagues for her dedication and professionalism. Television viewers who revisit these classic shows can still appreciate her contributions to the medium. Working alongside Jamie Lee Curtis, one of the most notable aspects of Kelly's career involved her collaborations with Jamie Lee Curtis. The sisters appeared together in the 1983 comedy classic Trading Places, a film that has remained popular for decades. Working together allowed the siblings to combine family connection with professional creativity. Their relationship extended beyond acting roles. Kelly also assisted Jamie behind the scenes on several projects, demonstrating the close bond they shared. In an industry often characterized by competition and distance, the Curtis sisters maintained a supportive relationship that endured throughout their lives. Their partnership reflected mutual respect and genuine affection. The Curtis family legacy. The Curtis family occupies a unique place in entertainment history. Few Hollywood families have produced multiple generations of recognizable performers. Tony Curtis became a legendary leading man. Janet Leigh delivered one of cinema's most unforgettable performances. Jamie Lee Curtis transformed herself into a modern screen icon through films such as Halloween, True Lies, Freaky Friday, Knives Out, and Everything Everywhere All at Once. Kelly's contributions, while quieter, remain part of that remarkable legacy. Together, the family represents decades of cinematic achievement, spanning multiple eras of entertainment. Their story reflects the evolution of Hollywood itself, from classic studio productions to contemporary blockbuster filmmaking. Remembering Tony Curtis and Janet Lee Kelly's passing has also prompted renewed reflection on the lives of her famous parents. Tony Curtis enjoyed a career that stretched across several decades and included numerous acclaimed performances. His charisma and versatility made him one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Janet Leigh likewise became a celebrated actress whose influence continues to be felt throughout cinema. Her performance in Psycho remains one of the most discussed and analysed roles in film history. Together, they formed one of Hollywood's most glamorous couples. Although their marriage eventually ended, their impact on the entertainment industry remains significant. A family marked by triumph and tragedy, the Curtis family experienced both extraordinary success and profound loss over the years. Kelly was one of several siblings in a large blended family created through Tony Curtis's multiple marriages. The family endured heartbreaking tragedy when Kelly's brother Nicholas Curtis died at age 23. Such experiences shaped the family's outlook and strengthened bonds among surviving relatives. For public figures, grief often unfolds in view of millions of people. Despite that challenge, the Curtis family has consistently approached difficult moments with dignity and resilience. The meaning behind Jamie's farewell. One of the most moving elements of Jamie Lee Curtis's tribute was her reference to a Hungarian blessing that Kelly frequently used. The phrase, translated as "God is with you," reflected Kelly's connection to her heritage and her spiritual outlook. Jamie concluded her farewell using the same expression, creating a final message that felt deeply personal and meaningful. The gesture underscored how family traditions can become powerful symbols during times of loss. For many readers, that simple blessing became the emotional centerpiece of the tribute. Fans react to the news. Following the announcement, social media platforms quickly filled with messages of sympathy and remembrance. Fans praised Jamie Lee Curtis for sharing such a heartfelt tribute. Many commented on the warmth and authenticity of her words. Others reflected on Kelly's acting career and her connection to one of Hollywood's most celebrated families. The widespread response demonstrated the enduring affection audiences hold for the Curtis family. Even people who had never met Kelly felt moved by the picture of her life painted through Jamie's memories.
A life beyond fame. Although Kelly Lee Curtis spent much of her life connected to Hollywood, those closest to her say she was defined by much more than acting. She loved exploring nature, traveling to new places, learning about different cultures, and spending time with family. Her interests reflected a desire to experience life fully and authentically. Friends remember her as someone who valued meaningful conversations and genuine connections. Those qualities often leave the deepest and most lasting impressions. In many ways, Kelly's legacy extends beyond her screen appearances. It lives on in the memories of loved ones who shared her journey. An enduring legacy. The passing of Kelly Lee Curtis marks the end of a chapter for one of Hollywood's most recognizable families. Yet her story continues through the people she touched, the work she created, and the memories she leaves behind. For Jamie Lee Curtis, the loss is undoubtedly profound. But her tribute ensures that Kelly will be remembered not only as the daughter of famous actors or the sister of an Oscar winner, but as a unique individual whose kindness, curiosity, humor, and love enriched countless lives. As fans and loved ones reflect on her life, one message stands out above all. Kelly Lee Curtis was cherished, and through the memories shared by family and friends, her spirit will continue to endure for years to come.